And thank you all for being here on this beautiful day. It's beautiful no matter what is happening. It's just a beautiful day, and it's good to be alive, and it's good to be here. And great to be able to come here and practice yoga with you in our asana. As we move through the practice, do listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, please come out of the pose. And if you have a stronger practice and there's something that you want to do, a little bit of a variation, totally open to that. Just do what you want. Obviously, I can't see you close up, so I trust that you will do what's right for your body and take care of yourself and not do anything that's going to cause you to injure yourself. So that's very important. As I was driving down the hill here today to arrive at the studio to prepare for teaching, I always like to think ahead of time about what is it I'm going to teach today, what I'm going to be focusing on today. And, and then I arrived, and then my daughter called me, and it sort of like turned into this snowball and was like, rush, 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 rush. And, sometimes you just have to be in the flow of life. Whatever is happening, it might be busy, you might be rushed, you might think you have all the time that you need, and then you find out, oh my goodness, it's time to start. So here we are. And as we move through the practice, just be in the flow. Can you be present with what's happening? So when it's busy, it's busy. When it's quiet, it's quiet. And you're okay with wherever it is. Similar to our postures as we move through, can you be okay with what's happening in your body today? Can you be okay with the, maybe it feels different today. Maybe you'll have a little bit more soreness in some area than you normally have. Or maybe you're just really in the flow of life. So we'll practice that as we move through our postures today, being in the flow. And we will do a flow class today, working up towards a standing pose, Ardha Chandrasana. I know that's one of Rox's favorites, one of my favorite as well. So let's get started. Sitting nice and tall. Hands on your thighs, shoulders are up, back and wide. Soft gaze with the eyes closed. Breathe in through the nose. And breathe out through the mouth. Just let go of everything. Expectations, desire, fantasy, stress, challenge. Just breathe. Be here. Aware of the inhale, aware of the exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. And just notice how the physical body is feeling. Any areas of tension or tightness in the body. Notice your energy level. Is it high or low or somewhere in between? And also just observe if the mind is busy or quiet. And can you be okay with it, whatever it is? Not trying to change it or alter it to make it something that it's not. Just being okay with what is. As you inhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. We'll begin our practice by chanting the sound of Om, followed by one round of the Anusara invocation. If you want to join in from your homes, please do so. If you don't know it, not to worry. It's totally fine. I'll be chanting it for you. And we'll have an Om at the end as well. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth, clear the throat if you need to, and inhale to Om. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchitananda Murtaye Nishpapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om. One more deep inhale. Slow exhale. And we'll get started at the top of the mat. So we're saying it's going to really be more of a nice flow today as we move through the practice. Remember to listen to your body, doing what's right for you, and adjusting if you need to. Feet are hip distance apart. Second toes parallel to each other as well as parallel to the sides of the mat. Arms are to your side. Just stand here for a moment. Feel the floor, the mat, the earth underneath you. And also notice the breath. If you have Ujjayi breath in your practice and you want to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose with a slight constriction in the back of your throat, please incorporate throughout. I will remind you of the breath. One more deep inhale. Slow exhale as you arrive to begin your practice. Lift your toes, spread them nice and wide. Press the big toe mounds into the mat. The inside of your heels into the mat. Broaden the feet, the little toe mound and the little toe side of your heel into the mat. Four corners of your feet pressing into the floor. And then let the toes come down so that you can still feel the four corners, and then draw back the toe mounds towards your heels as you lift through the arches of the feet, drawing up into the body and rooting you down into the floor. And as you root, rise up through the legs, through the pelvis, up through the side body, lift your shoulders up towards your ears, draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Let the shoulders come down, but keep drawing those shoulder blades towards each other and notice the opening of your heart. Engage your core by drawing the front body towards the back body. And then keep your chin in line with the horizon and just draw your ears back so that your spine is lined up nice and tall. And then on an inhale, bring the arms all the way up, palms facing each other. Fingertips are rays of sunshine spreading up towards the sky. Shoulders are down, shoulder blades on the back, and you're rooting through your feet, the four corners of your feet, to rise up, breathing, engaging the arms. Imagine you're squeezing a block between your palms. Aware of the breath. Lengthen. And as you exhale, bring the hands down through the heart and arms to your side. Inhale, arms all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And as you exhale, we're going to forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands to the floor or to blocks. Try to have the elbows bent so you can draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Hands are about 6 to 12 inches in front of you, so the legs are working towards straight and your hips are right over your ankles. As you inhale, press into your fingers, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, bow, forward fold, Uttanasana. Pressing into your fingers, lifting your heart, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, bow, forward fold. One more time, pressing into your fingers, lift the heart. Exhale, bow, forward fold. And step your left foot back to a high lunge. Hands to your front thigh. Draw your feet towards each other. Pull your right hip back. Inhale your arms all the way up. Ashta Chandrasana. Rotate the pinkies towards each other and draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Keep lifting the inner thigh of your back leg. And then draw your front body towards the back body. Breathing. And as you exhale, bring your hands back to the floor. Step your left foot forward to a forward fold again. Press into your fingers. Lift the heart. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow, forward fold, Uttanasana. And step your right foot all the way back. Hands to your left thigh. Draw the feet towards each other. Pull your left hip back. Inhale your arms up. Ashta Chandrasana. Rotate the pinkies towards each other. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back. And you want to push into the toe mounds of your back foot as you lift the inner right thigh up to the sky. Engage your core. Breathe. Flowing in the moment with whatever's happening. And exhale, hands to the floor. And let's step back. Downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Spread your fingers, press the fingertips into the floor. Press your finger mounds into the floor. Push your hips back towards the back of the mat. Lift the outside of the arms. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Legs are working towards straight, and you're pressing into the toe mounds of your feet. Engage your core. And then broaden your sits bones behind you by tipping your tailbone up, and your heart extends towards your shins. And on your next inhale, come forward to plank, Palakasana. And then push yourself forward to lower all the way down, untuck your toes, roll the shoulder blades onto your back, and then pull your chest forward. As you come into Bhujangasana Cobra, draw the ears back. Breathe. And exhale to lower. Tuck your toes and push back. Downward dog. Bottom of your exhale, step forward to a forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart again. Hands are in front of you, 6 to 12 inches. Press into your fingers, lift the heart, Ardha Tanasana. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Arms come out in front of you and inhale to come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, hands to the heart. And arms to your side. Good. Inhale, arms all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, bend your knees, coming into Katasana, chair pose. Draw the front ribs towards the back body. And as you exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Hands press into the floor, lift your heart. And exhale, bow. And we'll step back, downward dog. Keep lifting the outside of your arms. Pressing your finger mounds, toe mounds into the mat. And we'll inhale the right leg behind us. Keep your hips level, press into the toe mounds of your back foot. And then step your right foot forward and bring your left knee to the floor. If you want to use a knee pad, great. You can also roll your side of your mat so that your left knee doesn't feel compressed on the hard surface below you. Come up with your hands to your front right knee. Draw the foot and knee towards each other and pull your right hip back. Lengthen through the side body. Inhale the arms all the way up. Bring your fingertips together. We'll bring the hands behind the head. Gently push your head into your hands. Draw your elbows towards each other. Draw the tailbone into the body. Engage your core and lift the elbows up towards the sky. Keep drawing the right foot, left knee towards each other. Right hips drawing back. You're breathing through it, all of it. And on an inhale, extend your arms. And exhale, hands to the floor. Left knee is going to lift behind you. Step back, downward dog. If you're using a knee pad, move it to the right side. And inhale the left leg. Keep your hips level, press into the toe mounds of your left foot. And step your left foot forward, right knee to the floor. Hands to your left thigh this time. Draw the foot and knee towards each other. Pull your left hip back. And as you inhale, arms come all the way up. Bring your fingertips together. Hands come behind the head. Gently push your head into your hands. Draw the elbows towards each other. Shoulders are down here. Draw the tailbone into the body. Engage your core and lift the elbows up. Breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. And slowly extend your arms and exhale, hands to the floor. Right knee will lift, step back, downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come forward to plank, Palakasana. Hips are level with your shoulders, heart's melting towards the floor, and push yourself forward to come all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes, roll the shoulder blades onto your back, and then pull your chest forward. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Draw the ears back. Breathe. And exhale to lower. Push back, downward dog. Pause in downward dog for a few breaths. Lift the outside of your arms. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Engage your core. Press into your finger mounds, toe mounds. Legs are working towards straight. And bottom of your exhale, step, walk, or hop forward to a forward fold. Press into your fingers, lift the heart. Exhale, bow. And then bend your knees and come up into chair, Katasana. Draw your front ribs towards the back body. And on your next inhale, come all the way up. Urdhva, reaching tall. Hands come through the heart. And arms to your side. Good. Roll the shoulder blades onto your back. Breathe. And we're going to inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Press into your fingers, lift the heart. Exhale, bow. Step your left foot all the way back. Left knee to the floor. And then turn your left shin perpendicular to the mat. We're going to come into funky lunge here. So the left foot comes to the right side. Your arms, your hands on the inside of your right shin. Draw your foot and knee towards each other and push your hips towards the back of the mat. Tuck your right hip underneath you and extend your arms forward, coming onto fingertips so that you can still draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Aware of the breath. Notice if there's resistance to the flow in your mind, in your body. Breathe. Inhale to come all the way up. We're going to walk our hands to the left side of the mat. Extend your right leg and your right foot will be parallel to the front of the mat. And take your left hand behind you under your left shoulder, right hand to your hip. And roll the right shoulder blade onto your back. And then push your left hip forward and draw your foot and knee towards each other. And then extend the right arm over your right ear, palm face down. Should feel a nice opening here through the side body. Keep pushing the left hip forward. And then you can see if you can open up the heart up towards the sky. Breathe. And then on an inhale, see if you can lift your right leg off the floor. Foot is flexed. And then bring the right foot back to the floor. Bring your hands to the left side and walk them all the way back to the front of the mat. Turn your left shin back to a lunge pose. And walk your right foot out slightly towards the right side. Hands are on the inside of your right shin. Draw your right foot, left knee towards each other. Pull your right hip back. We're going to come into lizard here, Uttanapishtasana. You can stay high in your hands. You can bring a block in front of you to bring your elbows down onto, or you can come all the way down onto the floor. Keep drawing the foot and knee towards each other, pulling your right hip back, and then keep your head lifted so that you can let the heart sink towards the floor. Draw the tailbone into the body and engage your core as you lengthen out from the spine, from the tailbone through the crown of the head. Still breathe. And on an inhale, press into your hands to come all the way up. Walk your right foot back to its regular lunge location, hands on either side of your front foot. Lift your left knee behind you, and then drop your left heel and bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Draw the feet towards each other and tuck your right hip underneath you. Keep pressing into the four corners of your feet and extend the left arm out in front of you, parallel to the floor. Roll the left shoulder blade onto the back, and now take your left arm over your left ear, palm face down. Breathe. Draw the tailbone into the body, lengthen out through the top arm. And as you exhale, bring both hands to the floor. Lift your left heel behind you. Step your left foot forward halfway and place the foot on the floor. Straighten your front leg. Hands either on the floor or on blocks. Draw the right foot, right hip back, and extend your heart towards your shin as you broaden the sits bones behind you, tipping up your tailbone. Breathe as you open up through the back leg. Flex your front right foot. Keep drawing the right heel back, right hip back. And then press your right foot into the floor, and we're going to step our left foot forward to a forward fold. Press into your fingers, lift the heart, and exhale, bow. Step your right foot all the way back, bring your right knee to the floor. Turn your right shin perpendicular on the mat, so the right foot goes to the left side. Hands are on the inside of your left shin. Draw your foot and knee towards each other and push your hips towards the back of the mat. Draw your left hip underneath you and extend your hands forward, coming onto fingertips. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Breathe. If you notice that your left knee is rolling in, you want to bring your upper body more towards the front of the mat and draw that left hip back. And as you inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Bring your hands to the right side and extend your left leg with the foot parallel to the top of your mat. Right hand behind you towards the back of the mat and right under your right shoulder, left hand to your hip. Draw the foot and knee towards each other and push your left hip forward, right hip forward, pardon me. Roll the left shoulder blade onto the back and extend the left arm over your left ear, palm face down. Breathe. See if you can open the heart up towards the sky as you lengthen. And then on an inhale, lift your left foot off the floor. Keep the foot flexed. And left foot to the floor. Bring your hands back to the right side. Walk yourself back to the front of the mat and turn your right shin back to a regular lunge pose. Left foot goes out slightly towards the left side and hands are on the inside of your left foot. We're going to come back into lizard, Uttanapishtasana. Draw the foot and knee towards each other. Pull your left hip back. Either stay high in your hands, come onto a block with your elbows, or come onto the floor with your elbows. Keep your head in line with the spine. See if you can soften the heart and then lengthen out from the tailbone through the crown of your head. Breathing. And press into your fingers to come all the way back up. Left foot comes back to a lunge pose, hands on either side of your left foot. Lift your right knee off the floor and drop your right heel and bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Draw the feet towards each other. Tuck your left hip underneath you. Right arm extends out in front of you. Roll the right shoulder blade onto your back and take the right arm over your right ear, palm face down. Try to keep the right shoulder down and the shoulder blade on your back. Draw the tailbone into your body and lengthen out through that right thigh. Still drawing the feet towards each other. Breathe. Keep bending into that front left knee. And as you exhale, bring both hands to the floor. Lift your right heel behind you. Step the right foot forward about halfway. Both feet are facing forward. Legs are straight. Hands to blocks or the floor. Draw your left foot back, left hip back. Extend your heart towards your shin as you broaden the sits bones behind you. Breathe. And then flex your front left foot. Keep drawing the left heel, left hip back. Press your left foot into the floor. Step your right foot forward to a forward fold. Press into your fingers, lift the heart. Exhale, bow, hands to the floor, and step back to downward dog. Keep lifting the outside of your arms. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back. And then come forward to plank. And lower to the floor. Untuck your toes, roll the shoulder blades onto your back, pull your chest forward, Cobra. And exhale to lower. And then push yourself back just to sit on your heels. Just pause for a second. Everybody doing okay? Yes? Okay, good. Awesome. We're going to do Dolphin today. I haven't done Dolphin for a while. Just setting us up, I often will use a block. If you have one, that's great. Thumbs along the bottom of the block, index fingers along the side. And this will be placed in front of us. Hands will be on the floor, thumbs on the bottom, index fingers on the side. Toes are tucked behind you. If you don't have a block, just try to make sure that your wrist and elbows are in line with each other. From this kneeling position, elbows are on the floor, let your heart sink towards the floor, and then roll the shoulder blades onto your back, broaden your shoulders, and then engage your core, draw the front ribs towards the back body. And then maintaining all of that, press into your toes, lift your hips, and walk your feet forward a couple of inches, and then push your shoulders back over your elbows. Dolphin. Keep broadening the shoulders, drawing the shoulder blades onto the back. And then lower your knees and come to sit on your heels again. You should feel that engagement through the shoulders, upper body. Yes? Just give me a thumbs up if you're feeling that. Good. All right. Awesome. We're going to do that one more time. And then you can do it exactly the same, or the option will be to lift one leg at a time, put it down, and then the other leg will lift and put it down. So coming back to the kneeling position, elbows on the floor. If you're using a block, thumbs at the bottom, index fingers on the side. Roll the shoulder blades onto your back. Draw the front ribs towards the back body. Lift the hips, walk the feet forward a couple of inches, and push your shoulders back. So either stay here or lift your right leg. Try not to lift the hips. You want to keep the hips level. And lower the right foot. And lift the left foot, trying to keep the hips level again. So you're not opening the left hip here. You're keeping the hips level. Lower the left foot and knees to the floor, and just come and sit on your heels again. Whew, it's a tough one. Really lots of upper body strength there. Of course, that's preparation pose for forearm balance, Pincha Mayurasana, which we're not doing today. So everybody still good? Nice. Awesome. We're going to push back to downward dog. And let's just pause here for a second in downward dog. Still roll the outside of the arms up. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Now that you've done dolphin, you might even feel this even more in the body. And then on an inhale, step your right foot forward, drop the left heel, and windmill yourself up into Warrior Two. Virabhadrasana 2. Feet are going to draw towards each other. Tuck your left hip underneath you. Arms are extended. Let your shoulders come down, soften them, but draw the shoulder blades towards each other and engage your core. Pause for a moment and breathe. Straighten your front leg. Take the left hand to the back leg. Rotate your right palm up towards the sky. Draw the right shoulder blade onto your back. Draw your ears back. And then bend into your front right knee into Exalted Warrior. And if you want a little bit more opening, take the left hand behind the back. Grab the inside of your right thigh. Breathe. Opening the heart. Feet are still drawing towards each other. And then come back to Warrior Two. Bring your hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers and roll the shoulder blade onto your back. Turn your chest towards the front of the mat And then you're going to come into Humble Warrior by bringing your chest along the inside of your right shin. Keep drawing your feet towards each other. Keep rolling the shoulder blades towards each other as you bow your head towards the floor. And hands come to the floor. Take your block or a block to the outside of your right foot. On the outside, behind the right heel, right hand to the block. Straighten your right leg, press your hand into the block, and lift your left arm up to the sky. Trikonasana. Triangle. Draw your feet towards each other. Right hip is going to tuck underneath you. Spread your fingers on the left hand. And that left arm is pointing right up to the sky. It's not behind you or in front of you. And then bring your left arm in front of you, parallel to the floor. Roll the left shoulder blade onto your back and take your left arm over your left ear, palm face down. Look at your front foot, bend into your front knee, bring your left knee to the floor. And if you have a knee pad, use a knee pad or roll the mat over. You will need something under your knee here. Walk your right foot out slightly towards the right side. And take your left hand off the mat onto the floor. And your right hand to your right thigh. Draw your foot and knee towards each other. So you should feel a scissoring effect in the pelvis, in the hips. Rotate your right shoulder onto the back by pressing your right hand into your thigh. Keep your chin in line with your sternum and draw your ears back. So there's a little bit of a back bend here in this pose. And take your right arm over your right ear, palm face down. Try and draw the right shoulder onto your back, opening the heart. And then bend your left leg and reach your right arm to your left foot. Draw the left heel towards your hip. Flex the toes on your left foot. Draw the right shoulder blade onto your back. Invite a bit of a back bend. Instead of looking up, kinking your neck, draw your ears back and lengthen the sides of your neck. One more breath. And then slowly release. Bring your hands to the floor. Lift your left knee behind you. And actually, let's step forward to a forward fold. Press into your fingers, lift the heart. Exhale, bow, draw the feet towards each other and come all the way up. And through the heart. And just pause for a moment. We've been down towards the floor for a bit. Let's just adjust, allow the body to adjust. Notice what you're feeling in the body. Good. Arms are going to come to your side. Inhale, arms all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Draw your feet towards each other. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bow. Step your right foot all the way back. Drop the right heel and windmill your arms all the way up. Warrior two. Good. Draw your feet towards each other. Tuck your left hip underneath you here. Arms are extended. Soften your shoulders and draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Breathe. Straighten your front leg. Right hand to the back leg. Left arm lifts. Exalted Warrior. Rotate the left shoulder blade onto the back. Draw your ears back. And then bend into your left knee. Exalted Warrior. And if you want to bring the right arm behind the back, grab the inside of your left thigh. Breathing. Opening the heart. And then come back to Warrior Two. Bring the arms behind the back, interlace your fingers, roll the shoulder blades onto your back. Turn your chest towards the front of the mat and bring your chest along the inside of your left shin. Draw the feet towards each other, left hips drawing underneath you. Keep drawing the shoulder blades towards each other on the back. Breathe. And take your hands to the floor. Take a block to the outside of your left heel, behind the left heel. Left hand to the block. Straighten your left leg, right arm windmills up. Trikonasana. Feet are drawing towards each other. Spread your fingers on the right hand. Right arm's pointing right up to the sky. Breathe. Try and draw the tailbone into the body. Bring your right arm in front of you, parallel to the floor. Roll the right shoulder blade onto the back and take your right arm over your right ear, palm face down. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, bend into your left knee, hands come to the floor, right knee comes to a knee pad or some support, or roll your mat over. And then take your right hand off the mat onto the floor, left hand to your left thigh. Draw your foot and knee towards each other and rotate your left shoulder onto the back. Keep your head in line with your sternum. Draw the ears back, open the heart. And then take your left arm over your left ear, palm face down. Breathe. And bend your right knee now. Bring your left hand to the right foot. Draw the right heel towards your hip. Flex the right toes on the foot. Draw the left shoulder blade onto the back. Open the heart. This is Twisted Mother. Breathing. Slowly release. Hands come to the floor. Lift your right knee, push back. Downward dog. Flow through plank. All the way down to the floor. Untuck your toes. Shoulder blades on your back. Pull your chest forward, Cobra. Draw the ears back. And exhale to lower. And push back to sit on your heels. Good. How is everyone doing? Okay? Good. So we're going to come into Ardha Chandrasana, which means half moon. Ardha half, Chandrasana moon. So I'll just demo this. I think everybody's done this with me before. So what we're going to do is start from a almost like a side angle pose, but I have my hands on the floor, back heels on the floor. I'm going to take a block diagonal to my front foot. So what that means is it's on the outside of the right foot and it's forward towards the right side. I'm going to slowly push off my back left foot and my hand comes to the block. My hand should be under my shoulder. So if you need to adjust that, you can. You want the back foot to be flexed and forward, not back. If it's back, you'll fall. If it's more forward, you won't. Roll the left shoulder onto your back. And then if you like, you can extend the left arm. Maybe you can even Gaze up towards the sky. And then we'll bring both hands to the floor, both feet to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow, and then we'll switch to the other side. All right? You all got this, no problem. So right foot forward, left foot back. Coming into that side angle position. Bring the hands to the floor. If you don't have a block, you don't have to use one. Blocks are just handy because it brings the floor up to you. Block on the diagonal to the right foot. Push off your back left foot and lift your left leg. Flex your back foot. There you go, Becky. Yeah, good, good. Try to make sure your leg isn't back behind you. You want it more forward. Yeah, good. And there, slowly now rotate the right shoulder onto the back, open your heart to the left side, and then if you feel comfortable, extend your left arm up to the sky. Good. Rocks, draw your foot back. Push your foot into your hand more, and then open the heart. Draw your knee towards the floor and open your heart more to the side. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Good. Beautiful. Invite a little back bend there, rocks. Good. Nice. And when you had enough, slowly extend the foot, the arm, come all the way down, hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. And just come all the way up to a standing position. Just to adjust. Good. Woo. I know, that's fun, right? I think it's fun. Everybody's doing okay? All right, good. We got some thumbs up, which is great. We're going to switch to the other side. So this time, your left foot will be forward, right foot behind you. Block on a diagonal to your left foot this time. Push off your right foot. Left hand's under your left shoulder. Flex the back foot. Rotate the right shoulder onto your back. And then if you want, you can extend the right arm and also gaze up towards the sky. Good. If you fall out, well done. Good. Keep opening the heart, rocks. Push your pelvis forward, rocks, and yeah, good. Keep drawing that knee towards the floor, pushing your foot into your hand. Good. Rocks is doing just a little bit different here. And when you've had enough, slowly come out. Woo-hoo. Good. Push back to downward dog. Slow through plank one last time. Come all the way down to the floor. Untuck the toes. Roll your shoulder blades onto the back. Pull your chest forward. Cobra. Elbows are always bent here. Tops of the feet are pressing into the floor. And exhale to lower. Push back to sit on your heels. Where does the time go? I don't know. We're going to have to roll to one side and extend our legs out in front of us. Bend your knees. Bring your feet to the floor. Hands to your knees. And we're going to slowly roll all the way back. Bring your knees with you. Hands on the knees still. And then extend your knees towards the front of the mat. Just releasing the lower back. Bring your feet to the floor and take your feet as wide as the mat. Keep your feet where they are and take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, roll the knees just to the right side. And as you inhale, come up through center and roll your knees to the left. Coming back up through center. Over to the right. We'll just pause to the right for a second. You can gaze over the left shoulder. And inhale, come all the way up. And roll the knees to the left. Gaze over the right shoulder. And come back to center. And then bring your feet back to a regular position. So they're outer hip distance apart. Knees are bent, feet on the floor. Push your feet into the floor. Move your hips to the right about 6 inches and extend your left leg. Draw the right knee up towards you and then take your left hand and pull the right knee across the body. Take your head to the left and look right and extend your right arm out to the side. Flex your bottom foot and press the little toe side of that left foot into the floor. And just breathe here for a moment or two. Feeling the flow of life through the body. Noticing whatever is happening and just letting it unfold. Not trying to change it or alter it. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, engage your core. Come back through center. Place both feet on the floor. Bring your hips back to center. And then move your hips to the left 6 inches. Extend your right leg. Draw the left knee up towards you. And take your right arm and pull the left knee across the body. Head goes towards the right and then looks left. Flex your bottom right foot. Press the little toe side of the foot into the floor. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, engage your core. Come back through center and bring your hips back to center. And come into happy baby before we transition into Shavasana. Soles of the feet go up to the sky, grabbing the outside of your feet, push your feet into the hands, and then draw your tailbone down to the floor. And then when you're ready, slowly come into Shavasana. We don't have a lot of time for Shavasana today. We had just so much fun doing everything else. But if you do need socks or a sweater or blanket, that's always great to have handy. And as you are settling into your Shavasana, just notice how the body feels. Notice the natural flow and rhythms of the breath, the sensations in the body arising out of your practice. Breathing in and breathing out. Taking a deep inhale. Fill the lungs, expand your ribs and the belly, and a slow exhalation. And with each inhale, allow the awareness to return to your body. Aware of the toes, fingers, the neck, and the head. And moving or stretching in whatever way the body is craving to move. Slowly bending your knees, placing the feet on the floor. And as you exhale, gently roll to your preferred side. And as you're ready, extend your top leg, press into your hands, and once again, find yourself in a seated position from where we first began our practice today. And just pause for a moment to notice how you feel. If there's a greater ease and flow within the body, a greater sense of being settled and calm and peaceful. Yoga brings together the body and the mind. Awareness in the moment. Slowly bring your hands together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. We'll close our practice by chanting the sound of Om. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth, clear the throat. And inhale to Om. May you enjoy the benefit of your practice throughout the rest of your evening and into a restful sleep. And may all those that you come in contact with also benefit from your practice. Namaste.